Hey guys, got a little something for you, a little news, little info for you, something pretty fun. I think we're all going to be able to enjoy this in one way or another. I'm using my vlogging camera, not my usual webcam camera, and I'm looking in the LCD. It seems okay, like it's tracking my face. I do look a little on the pinkish purple side, so maybe I'll edit that. And I do have shadows. I do have some shadows. Let's see if I can fix that. I've made a change now. I don't know if that's better. It might be worse. I have weird shadows. No shadows behind me, though, because somebody gave me a tip. Forget it. Stop talking about it. We're starting a Patreon. Patreon. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's a website where people can kind of pledge certain amounts of money towards a certain causes, towards a certain person, and you reach certain milestones, you get certain rewards out of that. So you may be asking yourself, B-dubs, you have 1 million subscribers, why are you starting a Patreon? I've got several reasons, so I wanted to give you the why. Why are we doing a Patreon? First of all, when you get to a point where you have 1 million YouTube subscribers, it kind of gets to a point to where it's really tough to get that personal touch connection with people. I remember when I first started YouTube, I could reply to every comment, every message, no problem. You just feel a lot closer to people. When you start to get 1 million, it's really, really tough to stay with everybody. And this is also not an opportunity to stay with everybody, but it's at least going to help me to connect better. You know, that's kind of what I've been longing for lately in this YouTube thing. Is I almost feel alone. Like I'm making videos, and sorry if that's making noises, but I'm making videos and I'm putting them out there, and I see your comments, I reply to some, and we talk on Twitter a little bit, but you almost start to feel stranded out on this island. Like you don't have your group of people. And I've been taking strides to kind of connect with people. Like when I stream, I hang out for another hour or so after I stream and chat with everybody there, which is really cool. But anyway, so that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Also, and this is a little on the negative side, but the climate of YouTube feels like it's changing a little bit. PewDiePie put out a little blog thing a while ago. And in there, he listed some statistics. And one of the statistics was that YouTube is actually not profitable. It's not a profitable company. So, you know, that's a little scary. Because YouTube is kind of where I provide for my family. I don't have another job, so this is what I do. So when you see that, when you see the company that you kind of work for or work with is not profiting, it's a scary thing. And it's a little tough to feel secure in knowing that that's going to be there for, you know, until your kids go to college and all that stuff, you know. So that's another thing. Also, there was the YouTube Red thing, and YouTube Red's coming out, and YouTube's put out a post and said, hey, you know, creators are going to make more or the same as they did before. But right before they said that, there was a lot of news going on Twitter saying that creators weren't going to get paid for all this YouTube Red free trial stuff in November. And if you're not aware of all this stuff, you can skip forward in the video, but I just want people to be informed. So it was really scary. Like the month before Christmas, you know, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, so we might be working for free. That's what that Boogie guy said. Boogie, I think his name is, said he had a trusted source at YouTube that said, no, nobody, you're working for free in November, which is like scary, you know? If your boss came to you and said, hey, you're not getting paid this month, but you should probably still work, you know, it's scary. So there's just a little bit of shakiness there for me, and I've just felt a little bit nervous. So this is kind of a chance for me to feel a little more secure. But also, you know, I've got a family. I've got a daughter, Ariana, and if you don't know, spoilers, there's a video you should check on my channel, okay? I'll wait 5 seconds. That's 5 seconds now. Okay, I'm having another child. So 2 kids. That's not your responsibility. That's mine. But I want to make sure I can provide for them. And like I said, given the climate of things, it's a little scary, and having a little more security would be nice. But here's the main thing, though. Okay. Well, obviously, providing for my family's numero uno, and I'm always going to do what I have to do to provide for my family. So let's say this YouTube thing goes crapo, right? I have a second family, and that's you guys. And I'm not just saying that to say that. I think if you followed me for a long time, I think you know that like the thought of not being able to make videos for you guys and communicate with you guys, and for that connection to go away, it would be like somebody told me you can't talk to your dad anymore, or you can't talk to your daughter anymore. Like, I feel like you guys are family to me. Doing this thing, making these videos, uploading these videos, connecting with you, talking with you, all that stuff, like that is a huge part of my heart now. After almost 5 years, it's big, and to think that what if that ever went away? That would suck. And with this Patreon thing, if it goes well enough, it might be a situation to where, hey, okay, let's say YouTube, the whole financial thing falls apart. The Patreon thing is still here, and I can still continue making videos. We can still have our little family together and do our thing, you know? So those are the whys, and that's it. That's the bottom line. I just want to make sure I can keep making videos for you and provide for my family. That's it, flat out. And things are a little shaky, so time to get some security. That's the bottom line, because BdoubleO said so. Now on to the good stuff. This is the fun stuff. What is the Patreon? And if I become a patron at this Patreon, you know, I should learn how to pronounce the freaking thing before I even start at Judas. What is it going to get for me? What do I, not me, B-dubs, what do I, the viewer on the other side of it, get? Well, so there's going to be different tiers and different milestones. First milestone is going to be kind of just if you're there and you're wanting to support, you're going to get access to this Patreon chat, and you can chat with me on there. I'll be from time to time posting some things for patrons only on there. I believe that's how it works. I'm new to it, so I'm going to be learning along with you, possibly. Some of you may be veterans with this whole thing, but that's what you'll get with that. There's not a whole lot of benefit for it. Mainly, you'll get the sense of knowing that you're helping support, but you'll also get the ability to chat in there and all that stuff. Number 2 is very near and dear to my heart. And the second tier of patronage is you're going to get a sign in the Building with BdoubleO world. And here's a little bit of a spoiler. You know, I'm working on kind of that Corinthian style, Roman style thing. I'm going to burp 1 second. I'm going to name it the Patreon Parthenon, and within there I'm going to have signs for everybody that's at this tier of patronage. So if you remember, and if you've been around for a long time, you know that in my Building with BdoubleO world, that's about 4 years old at this point, has signs all over the place with people that have donated back in the past. And that was kind of when I was not able to do this thing full time. When I was able to start doing it full time, I kind of cut that. But as the tides are kind of changing, I'm bringing it back, and I'm bringing it back at this level, which I think is going to be nice. So a lot of you are going to be able to have yourselves right inside the Building with BdoubleO world, which is cool. So when people download it, it gets thousands and thousands of world downloads when I put those up. They'll be able to see your name in there. So that'll be pretty cool, I think. Now, this next tier, this is a big one. This is. Oh, and by the way, all these tiers, like the next tier up, you get everything previous as well. But this next tier, basically, what I'm going to do is, if you're in this level of patronage, you get access, you get whitelisted on an upcoming BdoubleO patron server, and that's going to be coming in. I'm going to be shooting for January of 2016. It's not set up just yet, but you'll be on the whitelist for that as soon as it comes out. But I'd really like to get the patrons together and kind of discuss with them how they'd want to do it, because we could do it straight survival, just do a straight survival world, or we could do it like a creative world. Or I don't know. I'm not great on the server side. I'm going to have some people helping me out, and it could be something to where we're doing it like both, like a creative and a survival. But you know, a lot of people, this Bob Ross thing is on Twitch like crazy right now. A lot of people like the creative style. They just want to get the blocks and start painting with them. Other people like the whole grinding and resource gathering and all that stuff. So we'll discuss that stuff further. But yeah, at that level, you'll be getting access to that server, which I think is going to be pretty fun, pretty cool. Of course, I'll be pretty active in there as well, as much as I possibly can. Along with that, I'll probably set up like a Discord chat. It's kind of like TeamSpeak, where we can all be in there together, kind of chatting and discussing things on the server and whatnot. So I think that's going to be a pretty cool tier, pretty nice. The next level, you get access to the Patreon chat. You get access to, what's the other thing? I wrote it down somewhere. Minecraft sign in Building with BdoubleO, the server, and every time now in this next tier, you get to be, it's going to need your shipping address. This one includes your shipping address. If you do the Patreon thing, you get access to free limited edition t-shirts. So when I do the next limited edition t-shirt, which Jay and I have been discussing, is going to be coming pretty soon, you will be in for free on that. I think that might end up being pretty difficult and time consuming on my side, but yeah, I think that'll be pretty good for you guys. So you get free limited edition t-shirt along with all the other things, which should be pretty nice. Now the next tier, this is pretty high up there. This is for some people that this is more, the next several tiers are more investment type tiers, okay? But if you're in this tier, you get all the other stuff, plus you'll be in a group, and everybody in this tier is going to get a group building session with me, and it'll be a little bit tutorial based. Like I'll have kind of a little building session lesson put out, and those people, you'll be involved every single month that you remain a patron. That's how these things work. As long as you're a patron, you get these benefits. So it'll be kind of a group building session. We'll work together on some things. We can work kind of one-on-one on certain things from time to time, but it will be a group deal. So I won't be able to be solely working with one person the entire time, but we'll get some personal time together. So I think that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing for that tier. Now the next tier is probably one of the more coveted tiers, I would say. You get everything from the above tiers, plus you're going to get like a private building session with me in Minecraft. So you'll get, if you have a world or a project that you're personally working on right now and you'd like to work on it together, send me the map. I'll put it on the server. We can work on it together for a certain period of time, and that will go on, for as many months as you're a patron. You can also have like, hey, let's just get in a world and let's start building something together, start from scratch type of thing, which I think will be really fun. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying ability to connect with you guys more. This is going to give me the opportunity to kind of get in and actually like sit down with somebody and just, talk and play Minecraft and have a good time. Now this tier is limited to only 10 people. And the reason why is because with all of these things, I can't take time away from making videos for you guys. That's my number one priority. I never want to take anything away from anybody that just watches my videos, because it's super important that that remains exactly the same. So I'm limiting this to 10 because I don't want to take all my time doing all these private lessons. I'm just going to do them on, when I can work them in on other off days or whatnot. The last tier, this is the Big Mamu Mama. This is a big one, and this one's only limited to 5 a month. But in this tier, you'll be able to get everything from before, everything that you'd like, but you'd also get a private recording session with me, your game of choice. And we record something together, and it will be, something that I'm going to say, if it's not like, maybe we record something together, but it's not great, I might not be guaranteed uploading it. The goal would be upload. Like, I want to upload whatever we record together. But, I even do that with some of my close friends. Like, if I record something with Generic and it doesn't work out on my perspective, but it does on his, he'll upload it. I won't. So it's not guaranteed I'm going to upload it on my channel, but chances are good. Of course, if you have a channel, you want to upload it, that's absolutely cool. I'll like it and whatever. But yeah, so that's what's going on in that tier. That Big Mamu Mama, that's the big one. Should be pretty fun. I've got ideas for other tiers down the road, some in between, some higher, some lower, but those will come down the road. This will kind of get things started. So that's it. That's it as far as all the rewards. There's some milestones along with it on the side. The main one, you guys can check it out when you go to the page, but the main one is if I reach the milestone of $5,000 per month, then we're going to do a meetup in New York. And when I say we, I mean the capitalizers, me, Pungents, and Wolves at My Door. Going to do a New York meetup. Time and date to be determined, and location. But as soon as we hit that, we're going to start setting it up. We're all ready to go. They're all agreed on it. But the reason why we're doing it at that milestone is because I would want to obviously be taking care of, the finances for it and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, those are some of the milestones. You can check them out. But I forgot to say, number one rule with this whole thing is, because there's these rewards and it's like, hey, come get it, come get it, come get it. Don't do this if it's not financially feasible. If it's not a smart financial decision, don't do it. If you can't afford to do a $5 a month thing, don't do it. Seriously, don't do it. It's not smart. The main thing that I want all viewers to do, everybody that follows me, is manage your finances wisely and properly. Okay? That's so extremely important. I could go on a long rant about managing your finances, but that's extremely important. But if you feel like out of the bottom of your heart, you've got some extra and you want to put it towards this and get some of these milestones, then please, by all means, do it, because I'd love to get this opportunity to connect with you guys more. But like I said, don't be scrounging the bottom of the barrel to do this. Don't. Didn't I seem all serious right there? I seem all angry and serious. But seriously, don't. No, but that's it. So, Patreon, it is here. I hope you guys are excited. Again, if you're just a YouTuber watching, YouTube viewer watching, nothing changing. You don't have to support this. This is just an option for people that want to support it, okay? The biggest thing that I could ask out of everybody, if not one person touched this Patreon thing but started liking videos, if you went out and started hitting the like button on not only mine, but everybody, all your favorite YouTubers' videos, you would single-handedly increase their potential for success on YouTube just through that. All this Patreon stuff, whatever goes on there, would be nothing in comparison to people supporting and hitting the like button for free on videos. It does way more than you guys realize. It helps the series grow. It helps the channel grow. It helps views go up. It helps subscribers go up. And really, that's the most important thing as far as this whole financial thing goes. So, hey, if you don't want to do the money thing, please be my guest. Don't do it. Just make sure you're hitting the like button if you are enjoying the videos. And we good, baby. So that's going to do it, all right? Patron, it's there. I can't wait to do some of this stuff with you guys. I'm already excited and anxious and looking forward to it. So hopefully I've set everything up right. You can go to the site right now. Link in the description. I've never done like point to the spot on the screen. You can go to the description down low below me and check it out. And yeah, thank you guys again for all your support. And those of you that plan on pledging and whatnot, I love you to death. Thank you for it. There's a special message waiting for you on the other side.